was on top of the world, living high, right in my pocket. I was living the life. Things were just the way they should be. But from out of the sky, like a bomb, comes some little pocket rocket. Now all of a sudden, some strange things are happening.
Buzz Lightyear to the rescue!
Strange things are happening to me. Strange things are happening to me. Ain't no doubt about it.
Before smartphones and tablets, our best friends were our toys. But what if those toys had their own lives when we weren't looking? What if the most powerful lesson about friendship, jealousy, and growing up came not from adults, but from a cowboy doll along with a space ranger? Toy Story is a 1995 Pixar animated film that follows the protagonist cowboy doll named Woody, who is the most cherished toy by a young boy named Andy. Woody's world is turned upside down when Andy is gifted by his mom, which is a new toy for his birthday, Buzz Lightyear, a Space Ranger action figure. Buzz quickly becomes Andy's new favorite, and Woody feels threatened by the newcomer. On the other hand, Buzz believes he's an actual Space Ranger on a mission to return home. As jealousy and rivalry grew between the two, the fight led them to be accidentally separated from the rest of the toys. Both Woody and Buzz must learn to work together to return home to Andy before he moves into a new house. Throughout their journey, the cowboy and spaceman toys learn important lessons about teamwork, self-worth, and accepting change. The film was directed by John Lester, who was Chief Creative Officer of Pixar. He is a film director, producer, screenwriter, and animator. He went to study animation at California Institute of the Arts and was taught by veteran Disney Arts. He directed other films like A Bug's Life, Cars, and was a producer for Monster Inc. and Finding Nemo. Pixar Animation Studio helped produce the film, but later on Pixar was bought by Walt Disney. The film was also produced in collaboration with Disney to aid not only in marketing, but was experienced in both 2D and 3D. Instead of using hand-drawn, it went to digital animation and visual effects. Toy Story was the first feature-length film created entirely with computer-generated imagery, or CGI. Pixar experimented with successful animation like Oscar-nominated in 1986 Luxo Jr. It was the first CGI short animation, which is known as the Pixar logo. It took over 27 animators and 800,000 hours to render as well as to complete this movie. The CGI technology used in the film allowed for more realistic texture, lighting effects, and movement than any animated film before it. The characters were carefully crafted using Pixar software. The film's success proved that computer animation was not only viable, but could also deliver emotionally compelling story. It influenced other studios to explore the use of CGI. With Toy Story being successful and receiving tons of money, they used it to pay back their animator, artist, programmer, voice actor, etc. To this day, this is a classic film that is beloved across generations. The accessibility used to be only in theater and VHS, but nowadays it's in DVD, Blu-ray, and streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, or Disney+. There's also merchandise, for example, toys, action figures, video games, and even theme parks attraction like Toy Story Land at Disney Hollywood Studio. It is quite a cultural icon, especially for memes keeping the film relevant. After Buzz was pushed off by Woody from the window, Woody was picked to go with Andy to Pizza Planet. When Andy and his mom stopped at the gas station, Buzz started attacking Woody and was eventually left behind by their owners. Despite not liking Buzz, he finds a car that can directly get them both back to Andy. He tells Buzz that the car leads them to a spaceship that he's looking for, which Buzz agrees to tag along. When they made it to Pizza Planet, Buzz thought the place was heavily guarded with enemies. The first sign of teamwork was Woody giving Buzz an idea to have them hide inside of a plastic soda cup and a plastic burger container. This shows that aside from jealousy, the cowboy still cares a lot about his owner and would put his ego aside to get Buzz back to Andy as well. This teaches the audience and kids about how, even though you may not like the person, it's important to cooperate and accomplish your goal. In my experience, I used to do classwork with a person I don't like, but we both agree on a common goal to receive the best grade for our assignments. Both the cowboy and space ranger unfortunately went to Sid's house. Sid is a troubled kid who likes to destroy toys. When Buzz saw the commercial advertisement for more toys of Buzz Lightyear to children, he was devastated to learn that he was just another mass-produced toy. His realization sent him into a deep identity crisis. He feels worthless and no longer sees a purpose in himself. Buzz begins to overcome this crisis when Woody helps him realize that being just a toy doesn't make him any less valuable. Woody tells him that being a toy is a special role. He brings joy and comfort to a child, and that gives him a new sense of purpose. With this new emotional shift, it brings his confidence back, not as a space ranger, but as a loyal friend and toy. At this moment, I believe John Lasseter is giving this message to us because it emphasizes that we must embrace change. Furthermore, it encourages viewers to reflect on their emotion and relationship and to be empathetic. Through Woody's and Buzz's journey, the movie subtly asks audience to think about how they deal with jealousy, change, and self-identity. For example, Woody's fear of being replaced mirrors common human insecurities, and Buzz's identity crisis reminds viewers that self-worth isn't about labels or appearances, but about our actions and relationships. Thus, the media theory, which is uses and gratification, is being heavily used. It means that why do many viewers go back to this film, and what do they get out of this? What are their needs and desire? Maybe they watch it for entertainment, emotional connection, nostalgia, or escapism. Kids enjoy imaginative ideas of toys coming to life, while adults relate to deeper themes like jealousy, change, and growing up. In the end, Toy Story leaves a lasting impact because it shows that embracing change, value ourselves, and working together are what gives our lives meaning, just as Woody and Buzz learn through their unforgettable journey.